Snow right here. Did you know that I've had 33 surgeries? I know that sounds like a lot, especially for a teenager, but it's very true. I have what is called Escobar syndrome, which makes my muscles and joints tight, so that's why I have to have surgeries to help me. I'm going to try to go through a timeline and tell you every single one. So when I was first born, I had like 4 surgeries. I had an attempted cleft palate repair, an actual cleft palate repair, the jaw distraction devices went into my jaw, and then the jaw distraction devices came out. I had to get my cleft palate repaired because of the hole in the roof of my mouth. My nose and mouth area was connected, so my food would have gone up my nose. It would have also gone into my lungs then as well. So I had that done when I was about a year old. So as a baby, I had a really small jaw, so I needed a jaw distraction. And that is where doctors broke my jaw and they put little screws in here. And then every day we would twist them just a little bit, and it would slowly bring my jaw forward and out. Actually, my parents were the ones that turned the screws.
And they keep turning those screws on me today.
So my next round of surgeries were on my legs, actually. I had what were called external fixators. They go around my leg and they're these black metal things. And this round, they went all the way up to my hips. And it was these little screws in my legs all over. And every day my parents would twist the bolts just a little bit to make my leg scoot out. I had them each on for months, probably around 6 months. And they would put them on, twist for 6 months, take this one off. Then I would put a left one on, put it on, twist for 6 months, and then take it off. So that was surgeries 5 through 8.
So you had it not once but twice on both legs.
Yeah.
And that was what he did at a big picture, but then you would have to go in, you probably went in 8-10 times of just little touch-ups here and there.
By the time I was 5 years old, I had had 25 surgeries, and I had a 4-year break from surgeries between 5 years old and 9 years old. My next surgery actually was a fail. They attempted to take my thumb and move it out so I could grab things better and just play piano and function better. Well, that's when they realized that my airway was too small, so they felt unsafe intubating me without a tracheotomy. I did forget to include that I had 3 more jaw surgeries. They happened when I was about 4, and I just forgot to include them earlier. What they did was I had osteotomies and jaw stretches, which is where they just stretched my jaw to hopefully give me more room. So surgery number 30 was in New York, where they put in my trach, which is the nickname for a tracheotomy. And that is a tube that goes through your neck, right here into your breathing area, so they can intubate you through that instead of your mouth or nose. And that was actually good. 31 was a week, 10 days later, because the rule is you have to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks after your trach. And the problem was that when I have this mentality whenever I have surgeries, that I need to get out of there as fast as possible. And that means taking as little pain medicine as possible, eating like I'm supposed to, going to the bathroom, everything. So, me being me, I was walking around and doing everything normally by day 2, which is probably not a good thing. Well, from all that moving around, my trach got dislodged. So they had to put me to sleep again and shove it back in. So that was 31. In general, I hated my trach. It was ugly and big, and I had to wear really ugly scarves, and I had glasses at the time too, so that's not a cute look. But I'm really glad that I got rid of that because I think I look prettier now. And so that was no fun. Nobody wants to have a trach in their neck because the other thing is that you can't swim with it. And so when we went to Hawaii, I couldn't do any of the fun stuff. And the other really bad thing about it was you had to change it every 1 to 2 weeks, and that was very scary and kind of painful. So after having all my trach surgeries, we fly back south to Florida, and I have my back surgery. It's probably the biggest surgery I've ever had. And because your back is like everything, you need your back to do everything. So I'm 11, getting ready to turn 12. I had like an S curve, and they straightened it from basically the whole middle section of my back. And I remember, instead of being in the hospital for it was like 2 to 3 weeks, I was in for 10 days. Because I said I do not want to be in this hospital any longer, because I couldn't really go outside and I couldn't walk very well. But yeah, I just pushed myself as much as I could to get out. That's surgery number 32. And my last surgery, I guess till now, is my hand surgery. And I actually have a video on it, so go check it out. And this surgery was where they took my thumb and pulled it out so I can grab things and play piano better. That was an overview of my 33 surgeries, and I'm very grateful that my parents have had the knowledge to know to do all of those, because some parents don't know what to do. Aww. I think this is kind of a given, but I definitely hated my surgeries, and I wouldn't wish it upon anyone. So just be grateful that you have a healthy working body, I guess.